Let's go ahead and talk about alimony modification for former husbands. And it's indisputable that former husbands, or in other words, men, are the most frequent payers of alimony in the state of Florida, and women frequently receive alimony in a case where it was appropriate. So a lot of times, any kind of modification cases must be filed by the former husband. There are quite a few situations right now in the state of Florida, and as you're aware, there have been attempts to modify the laws in Florida concerning alimony and to give stronger rights to modify alimony when there are changes in situations. But right this moment, we're relying on the law as it is. A frequent problem former husbands have when they go to file for an alimony modification is it's simply too late. A very common pattern is that someone will lose a job or have to make a lateral change to a job paying much less money, and all of a sudden they're in a situation where they can't really pay the alimony bill anymore, and they fall further and further behind. And a lot of times the other side may be on the attack by filing motions for contempt in the original court case to enforce the alimony obligation. It is extremely vital in an alimony modification that you file your case on time or early. If you think you're going to retire, it's important to get with an attorney and see if it's appropriate to file the case several months before you retire. And if you've gotten to the point where you've been behind on alimony for a year and you retired or changed jobs and have been earning less money for a year, you're definitely at a disadvantage. Because number one, you'll be defending against a motion for contempt. You will have to fund a legal case when you're already behind, and you'll have a lot of different irons in the fire, and you'll pretty much be in a defensive position. So if you do think there are big changes going on in your financial life, it's important to see an attorney up to 1 year before it happens and do a little bit of proactive planning and see when it would be best to file for the modification. One misconception among people is when you file a modification, it can go backwards in time, and that couldn't be more false. The fact is, when you file for modification of alimony and you succeed, it's effective back to the date you filed your petition, which is actually called the supplemental petition, not a day before it. So that makes it absolutely essential that you file your case on time to anticipate drastically changing financial situations. Come on in, give us a call, set up a free consultation. We'll be happy to see you. One of our experienced alimony attorneys will give their input into your situation and suggest some possible measures. This attorney, Howard Eichen.